Hey all, Adam here from Eternal Knights Collectibles, back again with another video, this time for new comic book day for the week of June 12th? Yeah, June 12th. Very short, very small week for me, personally comic book wise. Not a lot out, but a lot of comics came out last week, but I'm not going to review those because those are old news now and people have moved on. So I have my books for this week that I just finished reading in bag and boarding. So let's go ahead and I'll share my thoughts with you. All right, well, first up we have our Marvel titles. This is Ultimate X-Men #4 by Peach Momoko. Both the artwork and story is by her, and I'm a little lost in what's going on with this book, but it's a bit of a manga style. Apparently something happened in this character's childhood that's kind of come back to haunt her. There's also a first appearance of Surge of the Ultimate Universe, so 6160 I believe is this world's name. And I thought it was alright. I mean, it had good pacing, even though I don't quite understand what's going on. But I'll continue reading it. It's probably not everyone's cup of tea. People probably went in there with way too high expectations, and you know, it's a little not easy to follow. All right, next up we have focus camera. Star Wars Darth Vader, issue 47 from Greg Pak and Ienco and Blee. And basically here we have the continuation of the Shijum Imperial story, which is basically a separatist group of Sith, of Empire people, to not want to be under Palpatine's rule anymore. And Darth Vader's kind of leading this charge. Basically, this book talks about the abilities of Kyber and how it protects you from the Summa Verminoth psychic attack. And it's actually pretty cool how Darth Vader utilizes that power. And I do apologize if you hear scratching in the video. That's just my cat in his litter box again. So I thought this was pretty good. We had a little cameo from Luke and Leia, so we're getting closer and closer to Return of the Jedi stuff coming in, and I'm kind of interested to see where this goes. That's kind of, and what the Shijum Imperial is, and what happened to all these characters, because not all these characters were in episode 6. So it's kind of interesting, and the Summa Verminoth is this big space monster that has a really high psychic abilities. Even the Force users are the most vulnerable to it, and yeah, it was interesting. Next up, we have Batman Gotham by Gaslight, The Kryptonian Age. This was a fun read, actually. It wasn't really centered around Batman. This was more centered around Selena Kyle and a heist that she went on to find this ring that the League of Shadows really wanted. And basically, we kind of get an outline of kind of how it leads into the story. I think Superman's going to be in here as well. Kryptonian Age, Superman's last surviving Kryptonian in the modern age, so be interested to see how it works in Gotham by Gaslight. There goes my cat again. But anyways, we have Selena Kyle goes to this gala as a wealthy person and basically wants to talks about losing her beloved, not Bruce Wayne in this, and Basically, this is the first of the Elseworld stories too, so my review of this book is kind of all over the place. Um, but she does this heist, and it kind of goes sideways, and we get a view of the League of Shadows here and a couple other things. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how this plays out. I liked it. I think I'm going to read the original Batman Gotham by Gaslight. I think there's a facsimile edition out now. So I'll be going back to my comic book shop tomorrow. Anyways, because I need to get more bags and boards. So yeah, this was a good book. I kind of like the Elseworld stories. And my last book that I read for this week is Outsiders issue 8. Outsiders issue 8 is kind of leading into the into an abandoned part of the DC universe. I forget the name, but it starts with a P. I think it's Para something. And basically in here we have Batwoman meeting up with Jill Hex here. Jenny Hex, sorry, or Jenny Hex. And Jenny Hex is kind of fighting off the undead, their ghosts, and she has this gun, which is a cursed gun, of course. And basically it kind of goes over the story of this gun and the original Jonah Hex, who was also dead. And we get a good backstory on it, how the gun, when it fires, it takes the soul of that person it killed and turns it into ammunition. It was pretty good. I mean, Outsiders has been, it's been a fun read. I'm not gonna lie, I've been enjoying it. And the last few pages, I don't know what we're leading into, so it's gonna be interesting. Kind of enjoyed it all. But anyways, I know this review is all over the place. It's been so long since I've done a comic book review. I don't even know how to talk about comics when I'm reviewing them anymore. That's how out of practice I am, so bear with me. But anyways, I don't have a pick of the week. All these 4 comics, none of them really stood out to me. They were all pretty typical stories to me, so no pick of the week for me. But anyways, that is it for me, guys. That is what I read for this week's new comic book day. So now I am gonna leave you here. Let me know in the comments below, what did you read this week? And are you gonna read more of these Elseworld books? I know I am. I'm quite interested in them, actually. So I will talk to you guys later. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 subs by the end of the year. And this channel was originally a comic book channel anyways. Well, not originally, but it's a comic book pop culture channel. Basically, we do a lot of things, but the last few videos, which were all related to my business and trading cards, haven't done so hot. So going back to the comics, people love comics, and gonna continue building, guys. So subscribe to the channel for more. Give the video a like so it can be discovered more. Share it with your friends and family, and hit that notification bell in the upper right hand corner. And that's it for me, guys. So thank you all for watching, and you all have a fantastic rest of your week. Bye-bye.